If your desire is to trust your spouse, you have to stop putting them in positions to deem them untrustworthy, especially if your spouse is working hard to try to gain your trust. This means not snooping through their phones, not looking through text messages or their MacBooks. The problem is that when we get married, we put a lot of our trust and our reliance in our spouse's human and natural strength to do good and to be good. The Bible tells us that we are not to put our trust in man. Now, this doesn't mean that you're not supposed to be able to trust your spouse at all, but our reliance and our trust should be in the Father. Because the truth is that without God, none of us can be righteous. Without God, none of us can be good spouses. So instead of coming into agreement with the idea that you cannot and will not be able to trust your spouse, you have to have the thought process of, God, I trust you. I trust that you will help to convict my spouse if they're doing something wrong. I trust that you will help to keep my spouse on the path of righteousness. Relying on God and trusting in God to help your spouse will not only help you to learn how trust works, but it also give you peace because you're trusting in God, the God of peace. Struggling to trust your spouse may also stem from a past betrayal that you went through. It may also be a sign that you may be insecure, that maybe you need constant reassurance, and when you don't get those things, you start to feel like maybe you're not worthy, or you start to think, maybe there's somebody else in the picture. Learning how to trust your spouse starts with going to God and finding out the root cause of your lack of trust. Why do you struggle to trust people? What does it stem from? What feelings does it bring out of you about yourself when your spouse does something to trigger that offense? If you are struggling with trusting your spouse and you're trying to figure out how to overcome this barrier of trust, DM me the word link and I'll send you a link to join my private 3-month coaching community where we're going to talk about lack of trust, infidelity, getting rid of insecurities, all things that will negatively impact your marriage.